Hello, I'm Stuart Bray. I'm here at IMATS. It's the Saturday, which is a big day, and we're going to do a demo on Lucia. I'm going to turn it into a peculiar alien vampire-y creature thing, which will make more sense when you see it all together with the costume. I have Joe Grover's helping me out, so we will be sticking this on now, and wish me luck. So basically what we're going to do now, Joe's got the hair up out the way to expose as much skin as possible, so we're going to glue this headpiece on. So we just glue the eyebrows down with Telesis 8, so the eyebrows are stuck to the head. Telesis 8 is one of those glues that sticks really well, but it cleans out well too. So although it sounds drastic, it sticks very well. And then we're going to pop this silicone headpiece on. That's going to come maybe midway across the forehead, and then I'm going to put a ball cap on. So this shape is going to be underneath something else. So I just got to try and get this to sit right. It'll go a little bit lower, it goes about there. There we go, something like that. So the edges on this are pretty bad, but they don't matter, we're just going to make sure that's in the middle. So basically I want to put some Telesis in all the hollow areas. I don't think there's any point in gluing the high points. So the idea now is to try and pop this ball cap on without splitting it too much to go over the top of this piece here. So it's a little bit sticky. Hold those two together.
I'll hold that together.
So the ball cap basically goes over the top of that headpiece, and the idea is we have a weird head shape.
Let me do a trick.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Right, so.
I'll let you do your...
Did I have my little geek out with you? It's easier to distinguish
that?
them. It's beautiful. I might need to pluck a little bit out the corner of the eye.
Yeah, no,
I think I
just
might
wanted
have
to hold
rotated
it.
mine around slightly. Where does it end up? Mine's probably horizontal, almost with the top of the ear. That's pretty good to me. As long as that line, yeah, that is good. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah?
Appreciate it.
I've got a question for you. Like,
Yes.
what are you using to glue the edges? Like,
I glue the whole thing. I'm using Telesis 8. I mean, around the eyes, I use Prosade.
Yes.
And you could do exactly the same with Prosade, but I find silicone glues clean up more easily. That's the thing. When you're trying to clean it off, it's a drag. So, and because I've glued the eyebrows down as well, I just use silicone glue. It's easier to clean up at the end. It sticks, more expensive, but it's worth it. So the last piece that's going to go on is a brow piece. It's going to go on there. So I'm going for a kind of a vampire-y type of snarly brow. Give her a perma frown.
She was the class that graduated just before mine.
That's the general look. So I knew I had these two pieces, the cheeks and the forehead,
Right.
and I just wanted to do something with the head, and I didn't have time to make a massive piece.
Yeah, but we literally didn't have a lot of time to do it for our final show, but I'm hoping that will work. So what do you suggest you do? Latex for the cheeks or silicone?
Silicone will be better, give you
Right.
nicer pieces,
Yeah, that's what
but you need to obviously, they need to then come out of silicone molds ideally.
Yeah.
Say what?
Stretch yet?
Oh no, not yet.
So now we're going to start painting. So we're going to use some Skin Illustrator, and the first thing really is just to tie the pieces into the existing skin. So if I cover the whole head, there's less to paint in a way because you've got the whole thing is fake. So because we've got some real skin on show, I'm just going to have a little play with some colours and just try and tie the pieces into the skin. And then basically once I've got one complete thing that's painted, then I can start doing some effecty stuff over the top. But the first job is just to tie the pieces into her skin tone. So I'm going to start with some greens and some yellows and a little bit of red, try and give it some life so it doesn't one flat colour. So I know I've got to go darker and slightly mottled. It always helps appliances really to have a kind of broken up paint finish, so it's not one smooth finish. I'm going to go a lot darker around the eyes as well and fade that out. There we go, something like that. Beautiful, this is nice. I like what you're doing. It's good, 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 good. Yeah.
Temples. I'll leave it to you to just sort around.
So I'm going to do a little bit of airbrushing now, just to kind of mist a few veins and stuff into some of the details. I don't like using it too much because I think it all looks a bit blurry if everything's done with the makeup, if everything's done with an airbrush. So I like to have textures, so I use a brush, a sponge, flicking, and a little bit of airbrush as well, just to kind of mix it up a bit. That would be shit. I just mean,
No.
it wasn't a single thing that I made in one go, which is what I normally do for these things. But I had a feeling it would work out. So. So the first thing we've done here is we had like a head shape underneath, so I made a very rough silicone. It's a smooth silicone piece, but the edges on it were not good. The idea was to put that on first, just to cover the hair and to give her a new head shape, so the skull was a different shape. And then over the top of that was a ball cap, just a vinyl ball cap that covered the edges and secured the head to the head shape underneath. And then over the top of that we put some cheek pieces and then this brow piece. So there's basically one head piece, one ball cap, and then 3 silicone appliances over the top. And then we painted it all with Skin Illustrator. Took about an hour to do the paint job. So overall the whole thing was 3 hours, including breaks and rest periods. So it worked out all right. It was a nice little job to do, and it's come together quite nicely.